The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Succumbs to the pressure. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Endrick. And it's Belletti. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's a quick one. Now it's Tonali, delivered in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Vinicius Junior. And this is Ronaldo. Vinicius Junior! And he's there to clear it. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Good ball over the top. And they've got rid. And he's only struck first time. Still goalless. Vinicius Junior. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That has ended up in no man's land. And that is as far as they're going to go. Quality ball. Now it's Messi. Endrick. Messi. Floated through. Oh, well played. Getting on for a third of the way through the game.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Zanetti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and he has been fouled there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Yamal goes for a shot! He's on it, can he get away? And again! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And there's green grass ahead of him. This looks promising. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Strasbourg certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Played out wide. He's chance for a shot! Koundé with the clearance. That has not gone well. Ball's gone out of play. Good read, needed to be. Koundé. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Messi. Well read, nice interception. Looking to play him in. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. That's a decent ball. Threads one in. Zanetti. Great vision. Can he latch on to this? Well, there weren't too many attacking options there. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Le numéro 5. Scholes.
Here we go again.
Le numéro 22.
Strasbourg can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Zanetti. Zanetti delivers.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He has found the way through. Jordi Alba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Howson cuts out the pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Swings it across. That's a decent clearance. And he whips it in. And he thumps it clear. And here's Messi. Strasbourg still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's been caught napping.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable match. And Messi! Just sails past the upright.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Now it's Messi. Muscular approach does pay off here. Now, can they get him away?
Strasbourg really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Looking for options for movement.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Upamecano gets over and intercepts. Messi. He's through here. Vinicius Junior. Strasbourg still have the cards to affect this game. Not the most accurate pass. Endrick is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. That's really well manoeuvred. Just about up to 75 minutes. Endrick. And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Howson. That has been slung wide. Knocks it into space.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Messi. That's a little off target. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Donadoni. Tries to pass it through. Cross to the back post. Strasbourg must do something here, and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he was quick to react. There will be a throw-in.
Changement. Le numéro 24. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 8.
Mbappe!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Koundé. Can he get on the end of this?
Une minute.
Oh, terrible pass. And that was very necessary. Batistuta finds himself offside. And time is up. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And he's managed to gift it back. Messi takes a shot! Now, can they get him away? And it's Serginho. Saliba. Olise. Now it's Batistuta. He could be in here. And Batistuta! He's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Strasbourg are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal. And it's very impressive.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's been played through. Good ball, good take.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Batistuta! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has.
Strasbourg with the corner, there first. Point-blank header! Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He is through here.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Aims beyond the defence. It's a promising position. Tross in. And he's quick to get it clear again. That's the throw. And here's Mbappe. Quick look, then plays it in. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Howson gets... and he's following up! It's off target and by quite a way.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Belletti. Strasbourg looking to pass their way through. Looking to play him in.
Oh, great feat, that.
And he's managed to get free. Big chance! That's another chance! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes...
He's had a shot! denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Real chance! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Somewhat off target. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? He's found the chance, surely! Oh, he's hit the bar! Chooses to go back. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Out Sorlot. Threads one in. Look at the space, gets his head on it! Well, that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Joe Linton is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Not the most accurate pass. A probing pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, there's a probing ball. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
So, third quarter of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. That's been slipped through. Now he's off and running. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to thread one through.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Serginho cuts out the pass. And it's Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba going full tilt down the left. And that is going out for a goal kick. Eric Garcia spots it and intercepts. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 18. El dorsal
Strasbourg
9.
get the ball rolling for the second period.
El dorsal 77. Neymar.
Sanchez is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Olise is... And Batistuta! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well,
It was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
He's gone for goal. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Bit too much weight on the pass. Serginho. Well, it's Batistuta. Tries to play it through. Serginho is wide and looking to get onto this. Saliba. And Serginho. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Serginho is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He's a sharp little ball here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Schuller kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Messi gets into a good position. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that was nowhere near his best. Belletti. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Jordi Alba. Terrific header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Strasbourg get their fourth corner. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Looking for the run. Oh, that's neat. That is Stuta! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And he's taking no chances there. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Strasbourg clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, they could be caught out here. Strasbourg have got it back and they'll have another go. And that's put paid to a promising move. Linton. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Messi. Tries to pass it through.
Strasbourg clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Great shapes to shoot! Howson gets good distance on it. Batistuta looking sharp there. Spread neatly. Pinches it off him. Oh, good looking ball. Oh, it's Batistuta.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Played back in. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds...
And the finish! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So having trailed, this to go ahead. any blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 27.
We have
El
got
dorsal
changes here
22.
from both sides, in
El
fact.
dorsal 3.
Barcelona
Serán
go into the lead.
sustituidos por
I just
el
think this has
dorsal
been a lesson in
41.
character, togetherness and
El dorsal
composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
That has ended up in no man's land. Belletti driving forward, and that has been clubbed away. That'll be a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Upamecano gets it clear. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Looking for options for movement. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And it's Belletti. Just eases him off the ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Strasbourg can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Strasbourg never quite got to grips with this game, Peter. They looked slow and cumbersome in trying to counter much sharper opposition.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this fella, Sven Botman, is someone who's had an interesting career, Peter. He received his football education in the...
It's low! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Strasbourg with the corner, there first. Gamba Osaka looking to go forward now. Driving on and making good progress. Corner given. Now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's Batistuta.
Rice.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Rice.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Raul. Van Dijk makes the interception. Batistuta. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Raul plays it in. It's a mighty effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
It's their second corner of the game. They'll try to keep this alive. Goes to finish! Oh, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
And it's Belletti. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, they could be caught out here. Poor robust challenge. So, third corner of the game. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Oh, it's Raul. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
He's on it. Can he get away? Not the most convincing of passes. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who
takes a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Strasbourg get their fourth corner. Oh, smashing header! Van Dijk gets it away. Gamba Osaka has the chance to go the other way. Belletti. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Iwobi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And this is Raul. Brilliantly cut out. Forward it goes. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped. Rice.
Looking for the run. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. It's a searching pass. He's cut it out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that could set him on his way. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Great defending, strong and determined. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Temps additionnel.
Looks beyond the
1
defence. Can he latch on to this? And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Changement en cours.
And the action is back underway.
Strasbourg are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Somewhat off target. That's a sharp pass. Great vision. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Strasbourg do have a chance to counter here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Tonali is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Batistuta, and he's been shifted off it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. Howson wins the duel this time. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Now it's Luis Suarez. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He has found the way through. Plays it across. Well, there's the clearance. Jordi goes for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Jordi Alba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, their corner count's rising, but not their goal count. They can improve.
And that has been cleared. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Luis Suarez. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the
and the finish! Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Strasbourg have themselves a chance from the spot. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Yeah, in truth there, it was carelessness and I think a little touch of panic, Peter, in that challenge. That usually leads to something unwanted.
So this the chance to fire his team in front. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
So we have the first goal.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get...
Shot, surely! Now who's going to be first to this? Luis Suarez quietly revving up. Jordi Alba. That's a shade optimistic. No way through there. And it's Jordi Alba. Batistuta! It's bounced back off the post. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Well, that's a dangerous ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he's managed to get free. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's well spotted. That has not gone well. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. The pass has gone astray. Has a look and plays it forward. And he's lost his mid-throw. Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. He is just caressing the ball.
Changement. Le numéro 7. À sa place, le numéro 27. Attention, changement.
Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Jordi Alba delivers. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Corner count is rising. That's 6. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
That's the keeper's ball. Albert Ferrer cuts it out. Luis Suarez.
Temps
Oh,
additionnel.
well measured.
3
Oh,
minutes.
good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Referee's given a throw. He's being urged to shoot. And the number on the board is 3. That's Batistuta. And he welcomes it in. He charged for a shot! And that may well be that. That is that. Strasbourg have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Batistuta, voted man of the
Mesdames et
match,
messieurs,
and deservedly
je vous
so.
avais rappelé de ne fumer que dans les zones indiquées sur
How do
le
you
plan
look back on the
principal.
game then, Jim?
Je
Well, I
vous
think this
remercie.
is a win that owes a lot to front-footed defending. I think the way they defended from up top starved the opposition of space, and they were able to go from strength to strength thereafter.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Tonali reaching his double century today, well on his way to becoming a part of the furniture in this part of the footballing world.
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first...
That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So the most significant moment of the game. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Tonali. Got a turn. Shoots! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Here's Batistuta. Jordi Alba. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, good-looking ball. Played out towards the right wing. Could try cutting inside here.
There they go, hunting again.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. It's a promising position. There's the shot! And it's Hullet. Kukçu unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Jordi Alba. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Jordi Alba. He's going to be disappointed with that. Ball's gone out of play. Vicious ball here. Nicely worked. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's a sharp pass. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Real pressure penalty, this. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Strasbourg grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Sanchez gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Looking for a runner. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, there's a probing ball. Drogba. Oh, super ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Great ball, and he's in here. Real chance! Goal! Strasbourg! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see.
He's got full. He has done it. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Strasbourg take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Drogba. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to pass it through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Some really good ball movement.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Here's the whistle for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 14 Drogba. Numero 15 Neymar. Lasciano il campo per il numero 23, il numero 11
And the action is back underway. Over to the other side. Tonali can see things others simply cannot. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Bojan. A heavy challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And this is Batistuta. And the ball's come loose here. Pull it. Botman goes sliding in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hangs one in. Belletti takes a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bojan Kirkic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Strasbourg with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
We get a throw in. And it's Kukçu. And he was quick to react. And in he goes again! This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And here's Messi.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Up he goes! Oh, off the bar!
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Elects to cross. Big header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Corner number 2 then. Kukçu getting this one clear. He's in a great position here. Climbs up big. It's in. 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Strasbourg go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Nicely weighted ball, and that is expertly dealt with. That's a look and place it forward. Looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Can he get it through? Ottman kept his eye on it, and he's there. Jordi Alba. Scholes. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Couldn't squeeze it through. And there's Greenbrook. And Torres! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Pull it. Knocks it into space. And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Numero 5, numero 2, Xavi Alonso. Lasciano il campo per il numero 25, Ribery, il numero 18.
Conte. Now he's got space here. He has found the way through. Jordi Alba is one of the key ingredients in... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Van Dijk. Kukçu. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now, can they get him away?
4 minuti di recupero.
4 added minutes on the board. That has ended up in no man's land. Ribery. Well, that looks a decent ball. Out to the right.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Tries to play it through. And this is Scholes. It's a mighty effort! And with that, the final whistle. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
This has been a very...
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Robertson. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard. Robertson. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Strasbourg with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Paris Saint-Germain has the chance to go the other way. Here's a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. And he shoots! Goal! Strasbourg! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
That's a really good execution, Peter, but you have to raise some serious questions about how he was allowed to take a touch like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well played. And he can clear it away. Searching pass he's played there. Played into the body, he rises! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. No, he's managed to misplace that. Now, he's got space here. And it's Ronaldinho. Out to the left it goes. And he's worked it through. Doué, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Paris Saint-Germain upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Vitinha. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hakimi gets across to intercept that. And it's Doué. That has been cut short. Triol calmly anticipates. Rijkaard. 15 minutes till half-time. Out towards the flank. And here's Doué. Denilson! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Gets a good foot in there. Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets. The ball's gone astray. Danielson unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Jordi Alba. Torres looks to get on the end of this. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Can he get it through? And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Vitinha, well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ronaldinho. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Now it's Lewandowski. Danielson. And it's Doué. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Rijkaard, Vitinha, Hakimi, brilliantly cut out. Now it's Torres. And that's put paid to a promising move. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. And it's Messi. Oh, that's superb. Shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And a chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They're up to 5 corners now. This is Messi. And the referee brings the first half to a close. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the 1 goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Strasbourg happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we're off again.
Strasbourg really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Messi. Ronaldinho, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Doué. Vitinha. He won't be happy with that one. Howson. And it's Ronaldinho. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nicely weighted ball. Vitinha does really well to win the ball there. Robertson. Puyol. Robertson. Danielson. Now it's Lewandowski. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Quickly taken. Knocks it into space. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Howson does well to get it back. Oh, super chance, surely! And that is quite wonderful! He's got himself an absolute peach. And this is getting better and better.
Jordi Alba really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate.
That could spell trouble. Decent chance. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Khan with the clearance. Well, they've got it again. Howson. Here's Vitinha. Howson. Looking tidy in possession here. Jordi Alba is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. In by Messi. Keeper has taken decisive action. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now, can they get him away?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Doué. Vitinha. De Nielsen. Vitinha is fouled. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality, athleticism, about as hard as they come. Although I personally like to see him paired up with some ball-playing defenders. His distribution is decent, but you want him to focus on the main task, which is defending, and that he loves.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Chooses to go cross-field.
Well spotted.
Well read, nice interception.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's clever. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And the through ball. Szoboszlai. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Scholes has a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, good steal, he just read it. Knocks it into... Real chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Strasbourg! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's in space and looking for options. Kokchu. Szoboszlai. Kokchu! Kokchu! That is sensational! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
And we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that really is so impressive. That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Lang will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Szoboszlai. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. Howson is always looking to break lines. Zanetti has it in a wide position and crossed in early. And here's Kokchu. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Zanetti. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, easy pickings there. Shot could be on. Kokchu really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Jordi Alba. And it's Tonali. Oh, such a clever touch. Big chance! Against the crossbar. Messi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Messi is fouled. And that's going to be a booking. Chu. Lang could try cutting inside here. Soboslai, who does have an assist to his name. He's having a go! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
And it's Jordi Alba. Tries to play it through, and he's onside. And the shot! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Strasbourg! And they get themselves in front! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Tonali, Elise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lang. And the ball's gone astray. Shot, surely! Koundé. Well, they can break here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And for a moment, you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well-timed, excellent interception. Koundé. Zanetti. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Strasbourg are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. Here we go again. Howson. Here's the return pass. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Chu, he is onto this. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba delivers.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And the shot! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? He's got himself an absolute peach. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goal. There's the shot! And he's done it!
Boom. There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Strasbourg get themselves into the lead. Tries to pass it through, takes a shot! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Goes for the shot! Lacking in accuracy.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Both sides then
77.
taking this chance to
Será
turn to their
sustituido
benches.
por el dorsal 4. Neymar. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Strasbourg still have the cards to affect this game. Now that's been intercepted. Sanchez is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Forwards and with intent. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Botman kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now he's off and running. Oh, super ball! He's gone for goal! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, what has happened here? And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Rodri. No, he's not getting his way this time. Tonali puts his foot on the gas. Boyan. Howson spots it and intercepts. Kukçu. Barcelona looking to pass their way through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism.
It's Neymar! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, should have put that away.
Neymar fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
And that's off target.
Elise will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
And he's being shifted off it.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Howson. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai. We've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Messi. And it's Boyan. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Szoboszlai. Nicely weighted ball. Played into space out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Defending of the desperate variety. Out to the left it goes. Neymar. He's in a good position here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's going for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
El dorsal 10. Messi. El dorsal 8. Serán sustituidos.
Doué gets it
El
away.
dorsal 18. El
And
dorsal
now they can
19.
spring out of defence. Szoboszlai. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Mbappe. Botman with a definite foul there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Well, he's not going to get any further than that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He can run onto that. Picked out brilliantly. Referee has just said play on. And that will be the final act. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
And it's Belletti. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Knocks it into space. Oh, super find. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. Now it's Van Basten. Messi. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Howson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And he shoots! Pumas with the corner, there first. And that has been cleared. Strasbourg are looking to go forward now. It's come to nothing. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Belletti. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Strasbourg, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And it's Batistuta. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That has been cut short. Belletti. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Rijkaard gets across and deals with it. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And this is Van Basten. Backward it goes. Batistuta. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Belletti. Robertson cuts it out. Rijkaard. Batistuta. Van Basten. Approaching the half-hour mark. And it's Batistuta. Now it's Van Basten. And he was quick to react. Jordi Alba. And here's the chance to counter. Rijkaard. Long ball looking to counter. Messi. Showing great feet there. Oh, good looking ball. And here's Batistuta. Oh, and he's had it hit. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Howson attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Messi. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And this is Messi. Now it's crossed. Torres! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. That is good alertness. Howson. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Messi.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Batistuta. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Torres. Now it's Messi.
1 minute.
In with the challenge. Robertson takes control of it and he's on the move. And that's gone loose. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
And here's Schneider. Oh, that's neat. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. That gets things going for the second half. So the first half brought no goals.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba. Torres! That was superb goalkeeping.
Fernando Torres really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Pumas can't breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And this is Torres. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Van Basten. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rijkaard. Pass somewhat off target. It's a pretty loose pass. Threads one in. Shapes to shoot! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And this is Torres. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that is doing no harm at all.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Now it's Van Basten. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is it.
And the shot!
Changement. Le numéro 23.
It's their second corner of the game.
Pour le remplacer, le numéro 15. Attention, changement.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Baresi gets good distance on it. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Azar. Ronaldinho! Strasbourg do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Pumas Unam really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That pass just didn't quite work. Played back in. And here's Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And it's Park Ji-sung. Shot, surely! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Changement. Le numéro 18.
So, third corner of the game.
Le numéro 9. Fernando Torres.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Le numéro 8.
Strasbourg have the chance to go the other way. Strasbourg will have one further opportunity to make a substitution. And a chance! He has done it! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Pumas grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Sanchez is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And it's Jordi Alba. Strasbourg ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Chance here to counter. Hazard.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Tonali. Belletti. Zanetti gets across to intercept that. Rijkaard. Great ball, and he's in here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be.